Good morning, everybody. I just want to say thank you from all the great positive feedback that I got from my videos from the past couple weeks. Thanks for blowing up my inbox with a whole bunch of questions. You know, I appreciate every one of them. I appreciate all the feedback. I think the number one question that I've gotten from all the questions in my inbox was, what makes the Trapper tackle hooks so different, so innovative? What makes them so special? Well, I got to tell you, there's not many times that a product storms into the industry, and especially in the fishing industry, that is totally radical in design and totally different than all of its predecessors, and it doesn't mirror anything else on the market. That happened with these Trapper tackle hooks. I was going through my tackle box the other day, and I was looking, and you know, I was telling myself, you know, for somebody who doesn't fish a lot, you really can't tell the difference between all these different hooks. I'm not going to mention any names, just because, but I've got several different hooks here, and you can just see all the similarities. This one starts with it's got a cone-shaped nose. Starts with a letter T, and they're rather expensive hooks. I don't know if you can see that right there, but just a standard extra wide gap hook. Got another one here. This is kind of start with a company that starts with the letter B. Here's an M company. Here's a company with 3 letters in its name, starts with a V. I can tell that because it's got a double barb on it. I don't know if you can see that. Here's probably the most well-known and widely used. Starts with the letter G. And I can put all these hooks together, and they all look the same. Can't really tell them apart. You know, I'll grab the last one I had here, most common one. Extra wide gap hook. And then you can see the design. Just got the standard round bend, extra wide gap from the point to the shank of the hook here, to the bend of the hook. They've all got that pretty much the same Z up on the eye and the shank up here. But you know what? By design and in design, if you were to hold them all together, all the bends of them, or even all the eyes for that matter, they're all pretty much the same. Which leads me to Trapper Tackle. These extra wide gap hooks are totally radical and totally innovative. They've got a design that is unlike anything else on the market. These hooks have a double 90-degree bend. Both of these 90-degree bends fight against each other when you've got a fish on the line. If the fish is pulling one way, it's pulling it towards this bend right here, and if it's pulling the other way, this bend is forcing that fish back to this bend here. That fish, this trap, for instance, right here on the bottom of the hook, that fish, that you hook that fish in that mouth or anywhere, and it is hooked in that trap, and it can't come out. It is virtually impossible for that fish to shake this hook. Another great thing when you're fishing plastics, when you Texas rig your plastic sits right in this, between the point of the hook and the bend of the hook in this trap, and it's super easy to Texpose this hook. Guys, these hooks are absolutely fantastic. I've been using the extra wide gap 4 and 5/0, the extra heavy gauge for most of my worm fishing. And you want to talk about sharp? I use the same on both of those videos that I've done recently. This is God's honest truth. I used the same 5/0 extra wide gap, extra heavy gauge hook fishing those 10-inch power worms. I used the same hook for every one of those fish. I was trying to make the hook fail. I was trying to make the point fail. I was trying to find a flaw, something that I could say that these hooks, you know, show a downfall. The hook is still razor sharp after all those fish and all those, you know, I've had to retie it probably 50, 60 times, but, you know, I didn't lose it, but I've caught a bunch of fish on it, and it's still extra super sharp. Guys, I can't say enough about these hooks. They're fantastic hooks. Go to www.trappertackle.com, check them out. Go to Tackle Warehouse. Tackle Warehouse has them in stock. These hooks are absolutely amazing. Buy yourself a package or two, try them out, and let me know what you think. Again, thanks for all the great videos and great feedback on all my videos. Thanks for all the questions. Keep them coming. Make sure you like Angler's Angle Guide Service. Like my page on Facebook. Follow me on Set the Hook Hard on Instagram. And I'll talk to y'all soon.